In this presentation, we'll talk about starting a course within the Thinkific platform. Get ready for business, online business. Here we are in the Thinkific platform. Now remember that the Thinkific platform is going to be a paid platform where basically you can put your courses, you'd pay for the hosting of the courses on the platform. The platform is designed for the course creation as well as helping you out with the payment information. So that will be different than something like a Udemy that we looked at before and a Skillshare. But the layout will be much the same. So if, for example, you've got used to entering your data into a platform such as Udemy, as we did here with our practice course, then and then we go to Thinkific, it'll be similar. Now Teachable is a little bit different because as we saw, it's geared towards smaller classes. So we input one kind of component of our course here into Skillshare, and then we put the course so far into Udemy. And now, once we have it in Udemy, we can kind of copy that same format, and that should work fairly well, although the input screens and stuff will be a little bit different. You'll have to get used to them, whatever software you're using. But we can use that same kind of format with something like a Thinkific website. And if we work on other types of platforms, they'll be very similar as well. They're all going to have kind of a similar data input platform. The kind of input information for a teaching platform of this kind is becoming more and more standardized. So once you get used to it one place, you can usually use most other platforms. So I'm in the Thinkific platform at this point, and we're in the manage learning content. And so we're just going to add a course here. So I'm just going to add another course. So we'll say plus, and then I'm going to use the blank template. So just a blank course. I'm going to choose the course name, and I'm in essence just going to go back to Udemy over here and pretty much just copy the Udemy course, right? So I'm going to pick up the Udemy course, open that up. I'm going to be pulling this information in and using the Udemy course that we have now created as the template for us to basically put this information into our current course. So I'm going to go then to, let's say, the landing page and just copy the title. So say title, let's bring that on over. And so there we have that. I'm going to create that. So there is our course. Okay, so here we have it. Now we got our curriculum tab, our build importer, bulk importer, I should say. These are the two components that will be used to create the course. And then we got our other information like the settings, which is the price and other types of settings, and a drip, which could allow us some more features on how they're gonna consume the content. And then the pricing, we can set the price here. And then after the purchase, you can set something like an email marketing type of thing after the purchase happens. And then we have the publish, and then we have the build your landing page over here. So don't forget that, that's going to be over here. But right now, just like we did on Udemy, I would first focus in on these two areas to be constructing the course. Now to do this, it's useful to have a side-by-side with the Udemy course open and just give it the side-by-side view. So what I'll typically do is I'm going to try to pull this one out, all right, so that it's in a separate window. So there we have that. Okay, and then I'll typically go to the curriculum. We want to be in the curriculum tab in Udemy because I'm going to copy the course, just the format of it. And then I like to actually see the course. So I'm going to go to the preview tab and look at it as an instructor. So now we have kind of the course open. This is how students or instructors would see it. Basically, those two are similar. This is the actual course that it would look like when live. And remember, you have your item over here, which will show the course content on the side. And then if I close that, it'll show the course content on the bottom if I go to this tab over here with the course content, which I think is the easiest thing to do because then I can see the entire name of the course. So now we can see the section headings and what's in each section. So then I would put this to the right. I'm going to try to do the old side-by-side, thing. So we got that on the right and then this on the left. Then we're going to go into our Thinkific and now we can just build this thing out. So I'm going to then copy the sections. So I'm going to say I need this section. I'm going to copy that. Now over here they call them chapters. I usually call them sections, but this is going to be the chapter. So same kind of thing. This is going to be the chapter. And so I'll paste that there. All right. And then we'll save that. Now the nice thing about this platform is it's got this bulk uploader. However, it's a little finicky, because it doesn't actually upload everything in the same kind of order So what I would actually do is create the section as we did here, and then bulk upload into that section. Now this section only has one video, so I'll actually do that at a future presentation when we have more than one in the section, and just add one component. So we're looking to video 105 here. So let's see if we can just upload normally. Video 105. If I maximize the screen, to the left of the screen, we're going to now have the section, and then we have our items that we can add here. Now, if we add the items, we have a lot of different things we can do. Most of the items, just like Udemy, will be video files here. Note, once we create a video file, we can, like in Udemy, add other resources to it, such as downloadable documents and PDF files and whatnot to the video file. We have the quiz, we've got the multimedia information text file if it's just going to be text. We have a survey, PDF, and the PDF here will actually show the PDF. So when you go through the lectures, it'll show the PDF as a PDF, and then you can make it downloadable if you so choose. We have the audio, which is an actual audio option, which is kind of nice because we can actually make an audio course, kind of like a podcast type course, and we can upload the MP3s in a way that you can't really do with a Udemy type of platform. So if someone wanted to just have a course that would be the audio course like that, you can run that here. And then we have the downloadable information. So these are just download. They don't have a video, but just download. Then presentation, an exam, assignment. So these are things that are going to have something that will be turned in typically. And so if you want something of that nature where the students will be giving you something, you do have that option, of course. And then discuss. So I think these are discussion questions, so that and this will pair up with another app that'll allow interactive discussions, which can be great for other students to interact in the course as well. All right, so most of the course is going to be the video. So we're going to upload the video. I'm going to then go into our information where we have our video files here. I'm going to say, all right, so what I'm doing, I'm off screen so you can't see it. So what I'm doing here is I'm just saying, okay, here's the 105. I'm just going to write down the videos. They should be pretty much in order. I'm going to rename, copy. Then I'm going to go over here and put that as the title. And then I'm going to select the video, and you have the drop down here. You can take it from the library, but usually you're going to add the new video here. So I'm going to say select the file. So select the file. We are now browsing for the file. I'm gonna copy the location. So let's copy the location here, and then put that up top. There's the location, and then I'm just gonna pick up the 105. So there we have it. And then you have added information. Again, you could then add text down here if you so choose to this as well. So it's not just a video. You can add more information, and then you can download information as well. So if we wanted to put the audio files and the other kind of stuff, the PDF files along with this, we can do so here. So then I'll go ahead and save this. So I'm going to say, all right, let's save that. And then let's go back on over to the other area, to Udemy. Let's see the next section. I'm just going to copy the next section. I'm going to say, all right, let's pick up this section. Let's pick up this one, because that's the next one. And so I'm going to copy that. We got two items in there, 115 and 125. So I'm then going to go back on over here and say I want to add a new chapter. So I'm going to add a new chapter. And then I want to rename that. Oh, here's the name over here. Name that chapter. So now we have a new chapter. Now it's a little bit different over here because we have the side panel, and then we have what we're actually working on the right side. So this is actually the chapter heading. And then again, we can add each section down here. Now if we're just adding video files, however, this is where we probably want to use that bulk upload. So I'm going to go to the second tab, and now you can see we have the same section headings here, and then we have this bulk upload thing below it. So that's what we're going to be using now. I'm going to say, all right, now there's my second section heading. Now I have this bulk upload thing. So I'm going to go into the bulk upload, and I'm going to be picking up the this one, and I think this one. We had two, and then I'm just going to add those at the same time. Now when it does this, it'll typically put it in order by which one finishes first. So even though you have them in number order or something like that, and even though you may upload them into the bulk thing in order, it will not necessarily be in order once you're done. So that's why you probably don't want to bulk upload the entire course and think it's going to be in order, because you'll have to rename the whole course. Also, if your computer isn't, really fast, then you can kind of freeze the computer sometimes as well. So I think it's best to make the section heading, then bulk upload each section, then realign the order as necessary, and then keep bulk uploading the video files first. So same kind of process. You're going to do the section headings and the video files first, then go back into it and add any more other information to it, and go back to the curriculum tab and add that other information in that format. So that's how I would think about going through this. So I'm just going to continue on with the bulk upload. So I'm going to go, all right, here's the next one. Next section is going to be the hardware for the online course. Let's pick that one up. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it, and I'm going to go ahead and copy it. Then I'm going to go back on over, and let's see if I add it while it's still, if I add another section while it's still going, I think it causes a problem. So you may actually want to add all the sections first, and that could help you with the bulk upload. So for example, if I have the section in there already, then I can keep bulk uploading without having to add another section, which will cause it a problem. It'll stop the bulk upload. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, what if I just add like all the sections first? Let's do that. So let's see so I got this one, and then I got the modeling, so I'm going to copy that. And so copy Roger out. And we're going to say, let's make that one, add the chapter, and okay, there we have it. And then let's do the next one. So the next one is going to be here. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to highlight that. Control C. Bring it on back over. We're going to be add a chapter. So we'll add a chapter. And there we have that, and save it. So there is that. Back on over. We're going to pick up the podcast. So I'll pick that one up. Next chapter. Copy. Go back on over. Scroll down. Add the chapter. Paste the chapter. And there we have that. Back on over. We're going to pick up the next one. Next one. We're going to go back down and say, all right, let's highlight that one. And let's say copy, bring it on back, and then we're going to say add a chapter. So let's add a chapter. Going to paste the chapter and save that one. And then go back on over. And then I'm going to say, all right, let's take the next one. Going to highlight that. We're going to Control C for the copy. Going to minimize this, bring it on back over to the other side, and we're going to say add chapter here. So we'll add a chapter, and then we'll paste the chapter there. So there we have that. Then we'll go back on over. So, all right, what do we got next? We got a couple more. I'm going to select the entire chapter, copy, bring it back on over, add the next chapter, and so we'll add. Did it add? I don't think it's adding. There it went. Add the chapter. Paste the chapter. Save it. And there we have that one. And let's see. We got one or two more. Hopefully this is awfully repetitive, but that's okay. That's how this thing goes. That's how it works. So it's good to show you the whole process here. So we're going to then paste this out. Paste the chapter. And then let's do that last one. Do the last one so we can get that feeling of completion and finishedness. So we'll copy that one. And then bring that back on over. And add the chapter. And then we're going to put that one here. All right. So we'll save that. Then now we can do the uploads, and now you can see we can upload multiple at a time now. So I'm gonna close this, because I like to have them closed so I know where I'm at here. So this is the strategy. This is what I'm thinking. This is why I'm doing this. So I'm going to go back up top, and we're going to close all these up, and then I'm on this one, hardware. So that's the 135 and 142. That's what we need, 135, 142. So let's go back onto the bulk upload. And so now I just need to go to the right section, right? So I'm going to say, okay, this first one has stuff in it. We're now on the hardware and for online business. So I'm going to say select files, select the files, and then we want this one microphone, and so the 135 and the 142. We'll go ahead and open those and upload those. Now, as those are going, I can now go to the next one, because if I was to add a new section heading, it would cause problems. But now that I've already made the section heading, I got this upload thing here, so I can continue on and say, all right, let's see the next one. What do we got next? And this one, I got just 145. That's it, 145, 145. I'm going to remember that by repeating it multiple times. 145, 145, 145, 145. There it is. So we'll pick that one up. And see, then I picked the wrong one up. That wasn't because I forgot it, though, because the screen changed on me. So let's do that one more time. We're going to pick up 145, 145, 1 to the 4 to the 5. I'll wait a little bit longer so the screen doesn't kind of jump around on me this time. All right. All right, I'm solid. I'm locked in. I got a lock on. Firing. All right, there we go. Okay, next one. Next one we have, let's go back on over. And we're going to say that we're on the website. So that's the 150 and 155. 150, 155. So that's going to be in this one. So 150, 155, 150, 155. We're going to add this. Now you might want to give it a little bit of time between this. You can see my computer slowing down. And so, you don't want it to slow down to the point of crashing. But again, I can't blame my computer. I'm actually recording this at the same time, so it's putting a strain on the computer. You're doing okay, computer. You're doing okay. It's not your fault. So we're going to go back on over. We're going to pick up the podcast in this one. So that one's going to be just the 162. So 162. So we'll pick that one up. Select files. And we'll want to pick up the 162, 162. So I'll stop it after this one, and then we'll actually look at the preview of the course thus far. So we're going to go to the 162. We'll pick that up. Okay, so now again, I've uploaded these items, but you want to see that they're in order now. The numbering helps. People don't like numbering. Apparently, some people don't when they watch the course, but it really helps to make the course. So I put them in there. And so I'm going to say the 115. So notice it could be out of order. So I just want to check. So like this one's out of order, and I put it in order, but that's because this one uploaded faster than this one. So it put that one on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this one on the bottom, and I'm just going to left click on it and drag it on up to the top. So there we have that. Now you do want to double check this too, because it can be a little bit tricky. It can be a little bit, finicky, I guess. Like when you go back and forth, it'll pop back over sometimes. It's getting better. I think they're fixing that. But it's something you want to go back out of the course and back in and check it one final time before you complete the course. So going down, everything else looks pretty good. Looks pretty good thus far. So then, like I said, you might want to go to the curriculum tab and check it on the side panel, and then possibly even go out of the course and back into it, and then just double check that your numbering course order looks correct. So, and just note, these are some of the pros and cons of the bulk upload. You'll recall that in Udemy, we didn't have a bulk upload. We had to just pull them in one at a time. And that makes kind of sure, I think they might do that on purpose, because it eliminates this problem of the ordering problem kind of being a mess. But the bulk upload saves a lot of time if it takes a while for your computer to upload by just putting them all in there at one time. So there's pros and cons to the bulk upload process, and it's not just with Thinkific. Every platform has their own kind of little things that are easier and more difficult, and little problems you got to work around. But in essence, they will be very similar as well. So then you could go to the preview of the course. We could say, okay, what do we have? What do we have so far? What's it going to be looking like? So here we have it. We have the information. So we have the, a similar kind of layout that you would see for the Udemy type layout. So we got the information on the left. We're going to then just scroll through this, and we can go forward with the little button on the bottom right here to the next lecture, and that'll open up the next section. So we've completed this section, so we open up the next section. And there you have it. Now notice here that the sections don't remain open, so every time you open another section, it'll close the prior one, which it could be nice. You have to get used to you'll get used to whatever you're using. And then I'm just going to go to the next one, and you can just basically review the content. So you can see the type of flow of the content will be very similar to what you have seen for the Udemy content. So I'm going to continue on. And as you do this, you can actually put the two things side by side, this and Udemy, and just double check your content kind of on both sides by just running through it and making sure that it's all looking like it's in order there. So then if I go back on over, so then we might want to add some more content. You might want to add something like the PDF files that we put together. So if I was to go back on here and say, all right, well, what about if I wanted to add some of the PDF files? Now also note that as you're doing this, the video files you don't really want to pull from Udemy directly, because if you try to download the video files from Udemy, even if you can do that, but they won't be a high quality, and Udemy will put a watermark on it. So you don't want to put the watermarked video on other files, but everything else will be the same. So for example, if I was to go through the Udemy course, and I said, I finished the Udemy course, now I put up all the videos, what I'm going to do is just go through the Udemy course and look for any other stuff like the PDF files. Instead of looking back through my files again, I'll just say, oh, that one's on number 115. I'm just going to download it right from here. It's the same thing. I'm not going to go back to my files. I'm just going to say, all right, let's just download it from Udemy. I already put it up there. It's already in order. So I'll just pick it up from there. I'm going to put it into a file I recognize, which is going to be just, I'll put it into this picture file, and then I'm just going to save it there, and then I'll go to my new course I'm creating, and put it in there. What did I do? So I'm just going to say, all right, there it is on the resources on 115. Let's go then to Thinkific over here. So I'm going to find that same item on 115. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I already have the video file up top. I'm going to add more resources. So I'm going to go down to the bottom of this thing where it allows me, there it is, to add text, add downloads. And then I'm going to select the file that I want to add. So I'm going to select the file here. And that file will be in my picture folder because that's where I put it. So we'll go into the picture folder and I'll pick up that PDF file. So there we have that. Now notice also that if you wanted to upload the PDF files really easily as well, you can actually add them in the bulk upload too. So PDF files will be picked up in the bulk upload. You got to make sure that you save this. So the other way that you can do this is you can go into the bulk upload, and you can actually add the PDF file straight into the bulk upload. So if you have multiple PDF files you wanted to add here in like a separate lecture, you could say, all right, let's go and pick up that file again. Notice the name isn't right the way I did it, right? It's got the wrong name here. So then I'd have to go back up and say, all right, this is this one, and I might say like PDF of that one. All right. So then if I was to preview it, so let's go to the preview and see what it looks like there. So we're going to check it out in the preview. So then if we go on down, I'm going to continue to the next one. So continue on. And here we have on the 115. So here's the 115, and here's the downloadable item now. So now I can download this, and there's going to be our downloadable item. So they show up right below the video. Very nice, very neat. And then if we did it the other way, when I go to the next component here, then, or actually I put it all the way at the bottom here, I'll see the PDF file. And note, it'll display in this format as a PDF file right in your course without having to open up another document. Now, if you want this downloadable, does it have a download option? You got to turn on the download options if you want it downloadable. So if you wanted this item downloadable, you typically need to say, make this downloadable. Okay, the PDFs by default, I believe, are going to be set as downloadable. You can make the actual video files downloadable as well, but the default typically is that it will not be downloadable. So just keep that in mind. And that's going to be the fundamentals of entering this information into Thinkific. So next time we'll take a look at some of these other settings, like the settings and the price and the landing page.